Welcome back to the Backstage Live, the online show dedicated completely to the Malaysian arts. Now, set against the backdrop of Osaka, where the side streets and shady characters are aplenty, sometimes the truth isn't as simple as asking, did you commit the crime? Headed by three visionaries, Joe Hasham, Loosely and Bernard Goh from Hands Percussion, comes the production Rashomon. Now, this is the third time that this production is being staged, and it is the third time, of course, for the Actors Studio, and this time around it's being staged at KL Pack. Opening this week, this story explores the mystery and murder of a wife and, of course, a husband. Now, to explore a little bit more of what this show is about, we went into the rehearsals to check out the music as well as have a little preview of what the show is. So why don't you take a look?
Rashomon is about a man and a wife who get killed. Well, actually the man gets killed, the husband gets killed, and then the wife is raped. And how the different people basically interpret the one occurrence. So you're hearing different stories, very Kaiser Soze, usual suspects.
Basically about one incident that took place, and four different perspectives of what actually happens.
When I originally wrote the script, as you know, was set in the 10th century, as was the film, as was Akira Kurosawa's film. But this time around, we've brought it into the 21st century. So rather than a jungle of bamboo, and we now have a jungle of neon lights and yakuzas and all these horrible Japanese gangsters. And
in this interpretation, I'm like the husband is like a politician, up and coming young up and coming politician, and Ritu plays my hot model wife.
The wife, she is, from what I heard, she's actually manipulative and she's very cunning. Actually, you never truly know who she is. Because in this particular, there's four different interpretations of who she really is. So, who knows?
Farida directed this about 7, 8 years ago, and we did it 3 times then. But it has even a longer history than that. Farida, when she was a young budding ingenue, actually played the part of the wife. Many moons ago.
It's the setting and the mood of the writing already made me very intrigued on the potential of how this play was going to be modernized. It's written in such a way, and I knew at the beginning that Dopo's character, Tajomaru, the bandit, in the modern interpretation is going to be a Yakuza gangster, is going to be red, because it's written somewhat traditionally and yet it's going to be set in a modern type setting. So that's what intrigued me most, the promise of what everything will look like at the end.
Dopo, who's playing the Yakuza, Tajomaru, and he's such a wonderful actor. And the twist of this is that he's actually performing it in Japanese, with everyone else performing it in English.
This is something that I think people can relate to. It's just something that you not necessarily think about it. You don't sit down and like contemplate, who is right and who's wrong. But it's just something that if you're approached with the matter, like because it talks of right and wrong, and also like the gray area, of like, what is the definition of right and what is wrong? And then you don't sit down and think about it, but you are faced with it every day.
I've only heard so far to date the overture, which is just mind-blowing. I loved it so much that I had to get the whole cast down there to listen to it, because I really felt it would inspire them. And it's brilliant. I mean, the music will certainly help dictate in many ways what the outcome for the audience is going to be. And of course the production designed by Loosely. I mean, he also is another genius. I've worked with him on several occasions, and every time I've worked with him, he's come up with the most amazing production designs.
And why should people come watch the show?
Because it's freaking awesome. Yeah, really, it is. It is. I'm not joking.
Ah, it's cool, man. It's Rashomon. It's the fact that this is the fourth staging, right, Yubin? It's the fourth, right? Yeah. I have to double check.
They should come and watch it because it's a great play, first and foremost. It's a classic. It's a classic tale. Number two, the music, the sets, the costumes, the actors. We have some wonderful actors. And I think if they didn't see it, they'd probably feel a little bit left out.
On top of the really powerful actors, Dopo is a force to be reckoned with, even when I didn't understand what he was saying in the beginning, when he was translating everything in Japanese. You can already feel his presence just by listening to him. So imagine if you're watching him on set with the music and the entire costume and look and feel of the set. It's going to be amazing.
And that was Rashomon. Now, I didn't mention to you earlier, but this is based upon the award-winning film, of course, called Rashomon by Akira Kurosawa. So it's guaranteed to be quite an interesting adaptation, especially for Malaysian audiences. It features English as well as Japanese, so that's another interesting combo. Now, if you want to check this show out, look across your screen right now. The details are all there, the dates, the time, and of course the websites and the phone numbers that you should call. Now, before we close up, as usual, if you want to know more about the art scene, look across your screen right now. All the websites are there. Kaki Seni, We Are Malaysian Made, and Stage KL. And if you have any inquiries or just want us to come and interview you or whatnot, give us a shout. Our email is thebackstagelife@gmail.com. So that again comes to a close for the Backstage Life. Again, as I always say, thank you so much for supporting us. Without your support, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you so much again. And I am Nick Dorian, and I will see you guys in the next episode.